line right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Man open left side is Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That is caught. It's Perriman. 23 yards on the play.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Now, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Henry. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
They'll run with the backup. This is Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. From the gun, Jackson. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Detroit! To throw is Jackson. He's going to air one out. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They'll look to throw here. And this one is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Detroit!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
Detroit!
Here's Henry. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing is Jackson. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Tennessee after this. They go play action with Jackson. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get...
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a handoff to Henry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking aside.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and they ended up coughing it up.
Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic. Plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll come out in the pistol. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey. Got three. Three down.
They begin with Henry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They're going to look to throw. Caught right side, Davis. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney!
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. The Dolphins have moved out in front of the Jets. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, there's the option going left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Now Jackson on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Lucky 56.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Nashville. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. Green, 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Howard. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch it now, Barney. Over.
And the blitz does come. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
319. All right, now, lucky 56. Gone.
Back to throw here. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
We got three. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Staying up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patrick. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now back to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down. He misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
Throwing is Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Well, it was 2nd and long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Sam Cook now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down leads to 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Back to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
He's back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Throwing now is Jackson. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Jackson to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw again, Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Ravens, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
man. Soon as I got seats in there, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LAD load the tag. I go in back of the